Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Meta. I am yours truly, Travis Spencer. Now, today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, we do our breath practice. So, what we're going to start with is our grounding, followed by setting the intention for today. We have a centering thought, we have the main practice, and then a call to action. So, the invitation is if you can, have a seat, take a load off. And if you're moving out and about, maybe you're on the way to work, or maybe there's something going on that you have to take care of and you can't stay still for the moment, I want to invite you into the present moment with this grounding practice. So let's begin with the grounding. So, our grounding practice, since today is breath, the grounding practice is going to be 3 deep breaths. So, we're going to go in, inhaling. We're going to pause at the top of the inhale. Then we're going to hold it for, say, 2 or 3 breaths or 2 or 3 seconds. And then we're going to exhale. And then once we exhale out, we're going to pause again, hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. And then we're going to inhale again. And we're going to do that 3 times. And I'll guide you through it so that you don't have to worry about the counting or anything like that. I'll guide you through it. So let's begin wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Begin with a deep inhale, inhaling deeply, pausing, exhaling, pausing, inhaling, pausing, exhaling, pausing, inhaling, pausing, and exhaling. All right, inviting you to allow your breathing to return to its normal cadence. All right, I hope that supported you in coming into the present moment. And now we're going to set our intention for today. So we'll use the sentence stem. Today, my intention is to blah, 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 blah. Whatever that blah, 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 blah is, I'm going to invite you to fill in the blanks there. All right. And the invitation also with this setting the intention, inviting you to make sure that intention empowers and uplifts you. Even if you're in a little bit of a negative way right now, still speak to your power, speak with courage, and speak to your abilities. All right. So remember, my intention for the day is, and then boom, 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 boom. All right, let's begin. So I'm going to say ashe to whatever your intention is, whatever you set for today. I'm saying ashe, so shall it be. All right. So our centering thought before we start our practice is from the ancestor Asada Shakur. Revolution is about change. In the first place, the change begins is in yourself. If it's nice, you know I got to read it twice. Revolution is about change. And the first place the change begins is in yourself. Giving gratitude and thanks to our ancestor, Asada Shakur, for this wonderful, wonderful word of wisdom. All right, good people. So now we're going to go to our main practice. And since we're doing breath today, I love the idea of diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing. The belly breathing is typically when you're doing belly breathing, as you're breathing in, the belly goes out from the body. And as you're breathing out, the belly comes in. you know. So what we're going to do for 3 minutes, we are going to notice and be a little willing to allow the belly to go out as you're breathing in, and then as you're breathing out, allowing the belly to come in. And if it feels a little difficult, the invitation is to do the best you can. This is the way that we breathed when we were newborns. The belly would go out and in diaphragmatically. But as we get older, sometimes we shift that way of breathing and we lose that knowledge of it. But the knowledge is deeply implanted because, again, this is something that you did when you were a baby. So give yourself some grace if you are finding it difficult to allow the belly to go out as you're breathing in. But still continue to try as much as you can. All right. So if you can, allow yourself to have a seat. Allow the back to be straight, but not rigid. And if it's helpful to put your hands at the belly, noticing the belly as it goes out and in, if that's helpful for you, the invitation is to do that. And so I am going to demonstrate just allowing the fingers to touch gently and allowing the belly to push against the fingers as I'm breathing in. All right, so let's begin. And we're going to do this for approximately 2 minutes. And I'll come back in every 30 seconds or so and remind you that to come back into the present moment. So I just set our timer. All right, let's begin now. So if it's helpful for you, allow your fingers to be at the belly. And as you're breathing in, the belly is going out. And as you're breathing out, the belly is coming in. All right. Focusing all of your energy and awareness on the belly. Allowing the belly to go out as you're breathing in and come in as you're breathing out. Returning to the present moment if the mind is wandering, just noticing. Continuing to focus your awareness on the breath, noticing the belly as it goes out as you're breathing in, and noticing the belly comes in as you're breathing out. Coming back to the present moment if the mind is wandering. All right, inviting you to take 3 more breaths and then allow your eyes to open if they're closed. All right, good people. I hope you enjoyed that practice. And I want to invite you, and this is our call to action, to take this practice into your day. So as you're sitting at your desk or at work, whatever you're doing, just from time to time, notice your breathing. Notice if you're breathing in your chest. And see and do as much as you can to bring your breathing down into the belly. When you're breathing through the belly, diaphragmatic breathing, that is a calming of the breath, of the body. You're kicking in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest part of your system. So you're kicking that in, you're relaxing the body, and now you're feeling more resilience. And the beautiful thing about when you're in that rest mode, you move out of your amygdala, which is the emotional center of the brain. You move to the prefrontal, which is your reasoning and your reasoning part of the brain. So the invitation is to kick that parasympathetic nervous system in with these types of breath throughout the day. That's your call to action. That will definitely help with stress, definitely help you stay present, and help you make the decisions that you truly desire to make. Responsive decisions, not reactive decisions. All right, good people. So, as always, the invitation is to like and subscribe. And if you find yourself thinking that you have a friend that can benefit from these practices, the invitation is go ahead and text them this this practice and let them know that they can subscribe as well. All right. So as always, we're here to support you with mindfulness programs that support healing and well-being. So inviting you to live your life grounded, intentional, and connected. Ashe.